Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbaker here. I want to make a video because on April 14th, EOS is supposed to go into another upgrade as to roll out the Ethereum virtual machine and make EOS 100 or 800 swaps per second or something like that, to where people who are coding on Ethereum can just easily come over and code onto EOS and make the applications that they've been wanting to make, but they'll actually work and run on top of EOS. And people, this is probably a buy the room, sell the news event, because as we've seen in the past, like when EOS has these big upgrades, there's always these little spikes in prices, and then there are people on the inside, there was people initially in EOS when they were trying to change the RAM thing that were arbitraging it, and there was a couple people that admitted to it, but it's people like Yves LaRose and that group that were inside building that thing that said, hey, we can take advantage of this and nobody will know. And when they did, it hurt a lot of regular people, but they didn't care. They were able to go ahead and do that. Now, the same type of thing, the insiders will buy it up, and then they'll sell that news. We've seen this plenty of times in EOS, but that doesn't mean that the upgrade should be overlooked, because the upgrades are often much more than they've been led on to say. And fundamentally, technologically, and on a scale of being able to function, it always works out for EOS. It always comes back stronger. The network itself is, absolutely amazing. Imagine like the celebrity who's got the biggest mansion in the world sitting on top of this property. It's got basketball courts, volleyball courts, every type of thing that you can imagine. It's got, waterfalls and pools and 20 rooms and a big fat garage with 10 cars in it. Like, imagine something like that, but totally empty and just waiting for everybody to come in and set up furniture and put up dishes and make the beds and all this different type of stuff. That's what we're waiting on. And I just see EOS as like this giant empty mansion waiting to be moved in by the people who can make it go from a $3 million property to a $20 million property, or a $1 coin to a $60 coin. You have to let these people come in and build up the infrastructure. The entire system has been built. These upgrades take a significant amount of effort, and they're usually not very often. And the last really big one was the consensus upgrade. And people don't realize just how big it is, but I see it as a potential sell the news event. But it means in the long term things are still going to go up considerably. But you got to understand that the day it comes out on the 14th, I don't expect the price to shoot up. I expect people to sell it a little bit, and we get some more information on how it's doing. It'll start having some of the data come in on the actual upgrade. So you'll see, like, here's where it was, now here's where it is. And that, to me, is much more valuable, because we can see once those people move in and decide, oh yeah, we want this mansion and not Ethereum, it'll be a lot easier to see what I'm talking about. Over the long term, this is going to be fantastic. This is everything that we had hoped for in 2017. Hopefully things can crack off in a way that will be beneficial to us. And I think over the long term, it has to be. EOS is coming right into the prime. This is going to be the first real bull market where EOS is ready for global use, and it's not gotten there yet. But when it does, it's going to shock and awe people all across the globe who thought it was a scam, thought it was being slept on. I mean, I keep hearing that even Block 1 is working on a ton of stuff to release and all this things. So they're waiting on market timing, and I see it'd be perfect, especially when Bitcoin goes from around 20,000 to 200 to 300,000 in the next cycle. And so over the next year and a half, this is going to be the biggest story in crypto, I think. And it all starts on the 14th when we get this upgrade and EVM is launched, and things will start to really turn around in a meaningful way. So I just want to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.